Oh, speaking of which, I got to tell you what I fucking saw. Oh, my God, I almost forgot to tell you this fucking story. Let me do a little advertising here first. Oh, look at that little teaser. Remind me to talk about the fucking local fucking wine thing I went on with my wife, mother-in-law, and my brother-in-law. All right, where the fuck is the advertising here for this week? If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, oh, what a gal. Don't you love how they're just kind of calling her a whore? Oh, if you knew her the way I knew her. You mean you fucked her? Okay, so you guys ready for this little fucking safari thing? You know, I was doing real good with my fucking posture. Now I'm sitting on my lower back again. I need to sit up. Sit up straight. Take goddamn charge of the goddamn game here. So anyways, it was me mother-in-law's birthday, and it got rained out like a month or two ago, so we finally rescheduled this thing. We went on one of these wine trips out here to Malibu. And they have these giant fucking like 600-acre ranches out there. Because I used to always, whenever I'm flying by, and I always look over and see all that fucking, that there's basically no place to land. I was kind of thinking like, wow, it's amazing that it hasn't been developed. I guess because they're all fucking ranches. Eventually they'll get rid of all the fucking grapes and they'll turn it into a giant fucking, I don't know what the fuck you call it, apartment complexes or whatever. So anyway, so we go up there, and first of all, it's so up in the fucking hills, like the GPS isn't working, and it actually ends up taking us to this fucking parole board thing that's in the middle there. They got the barbed wire fence. It looked like minimum security thing that we went into. We're like, all right, I don't think this is the fucking wine place. So we end up going back, and they have on the farm, they have a place where you can just go get boozed. Boozed up, listen to some bands and that type of shit. And, there's something about wine drinkers. You just don't want to be around them. I don't know. It gives you a brutal fucking hangover. I like a nice glass, I sound like fucking what's his face. Start talking about fava beans and somebody's liver. I like a nice glass with the meal, but that's about it. But anyway, so they also have like a safari up there. They have like yaks. They have this fucking giraffe. They have camels. They had these emus. They had all this crazy shit. You could go up and feed them and all that type of stuff. So we're up there having a great time, meeting these fucking yaks and zebras and stuff. And of course, they got these giant bull-like things. And there's this fucking jerk-off with one of these guys, that bought like the top-of-the-line loafers, but they're loafers. They have these fucking, it's the kind of shit Ric Flair would buy as a joke, right? Just so we could hold him in some broke guy's face and say that his shoes cost more than a house. But this guy was like serious, and he's wearing them. There's like dirt on the ground, obviously. He's walking around in them. So all of a sudden, I'm overfeeding a fucking yak, and all of a sudden, I hear the unmistakable sound of a bull hitting the fucking metal rail of a fence. I don't know why I know that sound. I think it's part of the fucking caveman DNA that's still left in everybody that where you just you ever have like walk down the street and all of a sudden dog's behind a fence and it growls and your whole body just fucking gets that tingle and you come like, I'm telling you, if you started running right then, you probably could run as fast as Bo Jackson. That's how fast Bo Jackson could run just to gain 4 yards. He ran as fast as someone would run if a saber-toothed tiger was fucking about ready to eat him. That first fucking step. Anyways, I heard that sound, and immediately I was already being like, all right, I'm going to get fucking trampled, or worst case scenario, this thing's going to hook under my belt and my fucking pants are going to go down to my ankles as my junk is flapping around like that poor bastard everybody sees on. That guy's life is over. There's no way to laugh that off. You ever seen that one? The bull fucking gets in the guy's belt loop, tips him upside down, and just is thrashing him around. The guy's pants go all the way down to his ankles. And people went from being like, oh, my God, that's going to die, to everybody just sitting there laughing at this guy. And he's thinking like, oh, my God, this thing's going to gore my fucking dick, right? And the chick that he finally got the fucking courage to, or trying to get, the courage to ask out, up, out, over, in, whatever. He wanted to take this bitch out, right? So he probably was awkward. So he's going like, you know what? I'll do something amazing, and then that'll give her my attention. I'll show you how courageous I am. right? So he runs with the fucking bulls. And right as she was being like, he kind of maybe seems like he's fun. All of a sudden he's upside down. And then there's his little schmeckle, right? As Jewish people say, fucking flopping around. And it was just over. That guy not only had to leave his hometown, his province, he had to leave the country. He might have had to leave the continent. But now with fucking YouTube, it's just, and here I am talking about it, right? Sex offenders have an easier time relocating than that fucking guy after that one. So anyways, so I hear that sound, and right as I turn around, I see the bull coming off the fence, and I see this guy in loafers, had run back away from the fence, right? And what was funny was I went over there, and I fed the fucking bulls, and nothing happened. Came over there, I had a relaxed energy, I fucking, I had my fucking weight on my back foot, I was standing like a fucking boxer, I wasn't standing there flat-footed like, when that fucking thing comes, I'm going to fall on my ass. I was already anticipating. It's like, I am not ending up in a fucking YouTube video. I'm already a white guy, and I am prone to walking up to animals like they're dogs. I don't know why white people do that, but I do that. I see a lion at the zoo, and I want to go up and give it a belly rub. Oh, you little fucking king of the beast, right? Where other groups of people, for some reason, they understand. Not even for some reason. What they're doing is common sense. Whatever fucking reason. White people, we just want to go up, I don't know. It's fucking stupid, generally speaking, right? So, I'm like, what a fucking idiot. And you see the guy, he's got that look on his face like, I almost got hit in the face by a fucking bullhorn, right? And surprisingly, the guides didn't say shit, right? And then we're all going to get back on the little open thing, safari truck, and I hear, boom, I hear it again. And the same, I look around again. Same fucking guy backpedaling in his stupid loafers, and they don't say a fucking word to this guy. So I'm just like, this guy is a fucking moron, right? So we get on the thing, and we're driving over, and now we're going to go see this giraffe, this teenage giraffe named Stanley, the coolest fucking giraffe you're ever going to meet. It just was not afraid of people whatsoever, which of course is dangerous. The first thing I thought of when I fucking saw the giraffe, it was like, I remember seeing a giraffe on YouTube kick a fucking lioness. This lioness went to jump on the thing's back, and it timed it perfectly. Okay? Like Andre Agassi's fucking, that fucking shot he used to do right up the fucking, not the baseline, right up the fucking whatever. Used to rip that backhander whoosh, right up. And, he always talks shit about it. Made a lot of money with that shot, right? That's what the fucking giraffe did, but with its leg, kicked the lioness. And how much does a lion weigh? Like 600 pounds? Dude, he sent this fucking thing. It looked like it was doing it was in the middle of doing a jumping jack. And it was just like doing this airborne cartwheel. And it never came down. And this thing fucking flipped around like 3 times. And it hit the ground, and it did not get up. All right? I know I use this reference a lot, but you remember the last hit Brett Favre took? That's what this lioness looked like from a giraffe. I couldn't believe it. Like, I jumped up when I saw it. It was like watching the nerd beat up the bully. All these guys were piling on. And what was funny, when the other lions saw that, they were all like, oh, shit. I didn't know the giraffe could do that. Yeah, it was like the Bruce Lee fucking... Was it the 1-inch punch when he'd send somebody flying across the room? We get it, Bill. So that's all I'm thinking is I am not getting anywhere near that thing's fucking legs. So of course they got like a 10-foot fence, and then you walk up. The thing was 16 feet high as a teenager, right? And you go all the way up, and all right at that level, it's just its head. And you were feeding it little pieces of banana and all that shit with the skin. They just cut it up in sections. And the way it would eat, it looked like an old man that took its dentures out. And it was adorable. And, you fucking pet the thing on its head. It was perfect, right? But anyways, as we're pulling up to go see this shit, the guide goes, all right, he goes, now look, those camels over there, he goes, you got to be careful with those things. He goes, they're very aggressive. All they want is food. But if you don't have food, they're going to, you got a great chance that they're going to bite you because they're going to get it one way or another. It's just how they're wired, and their necks are longer than you think. So don't be, turning your back on them trying to get a selfie because you're going to get bit. And he goes, and as much as I say this, couple, 2, 3 people a month get bit, right? So he says this, all right? Right, and all I was thinking was Goodfellas, right? And after all her bullshit, what does she do? She makes a fucking phone call from the home phone, right? Exact same fucking thing. There was these 3 women in front of us, and for whatever fucking reason, like the second he gave that speech, I was like, you know what? Fuck those camels. I'm not going anywhere near them. I didn't try to feed them. I'm not fucking going to feed something. When the tour guy goes, we're fucking 3 people get bit a month. I'm just like, you know what? Guess who's not going to be one of those 3? Old Freckles over here. All right. So we go, everybody pets the giraffes. We look at these fucking emus, which are the creepiest goddamn animal ever. I don't know. They have a look on their fucking face. I'm trying to describe the look. It's like, just imagine if like you were in your backyard and you were just drinking a glass of lemonade and all of a sudden you saw the ground moving and a person just came up from under the ground. Just imagine how dirty their face would be. And as they walk towards you to take a sip of lemonade, just imagine that look on their face. That's what it looked like. I went to feed one of those things and it fucking came walking over like a zombie, like, I don't know what it was. And they got this thing where they can't like just gently take shit. They do like fucking pit viper, like their fucking head comes right at you. I held this shit out and the second that thing locked eyes on me, I fucking just dropped the carrot and left. It's like, it's over there, stupid. And the thing was too dumb to fucking look down. Crazy. It was like it had, like, I swear to God, like that description they have when people are on the front lines in a fucking war, like World War I. This thing looked like it'd seen horror its entire fucking life. And it's just like, dude, how about I just leave it here on the top of the fence and you figure it out? So anyway, we're walking back to the little safari truck. And those 3 fucking ladies, where are they at, everybody? Where do you think that they're at? You think they're getting on the truck? You think they're getting ready to go enjoy a glass of fucking wine at the winery? Nope. They're over by the fucking camels. And they're fucking getting really close, but they got carrots, so they're okay. But they're way in this thing's fucking wheelhouse. Okay? And I'm just sitting there going like, and I literally mutter to Nia, I go, Nia, film this because one of them's going to get bit. One of them's going to get bit, right? So the cutest one of them all, right? Fucking, what does she do? After this guy says, don't turn your back and try to take a selfie, what does this fucking woman do? She turns her fucking back. She's in this thing's fucking wheelhouse. She was so close to the thing, it almost had to double back with its fucking neck, which is what it did. It fucking, once it realized it didn't have any more carrots, she didn't, it fucking doubled back and fucking basically bit this woman right on her boob, her left boob. She had a jacket on and she just went like, ah, and fucking stepped away. Fortunately, it didn't clamp down. And it fucking, she had these disgusting, like, just green, like, grass stains and saliva because the things fucking eat grass all day. And she gets back to the thing and she's doing that whole, oh my God, that thing just like bit me in the boob, right? And the tour guide, funniest thing ever, he just looks at her and he goes, well, I fucking told you. He dropped the F-bomb. He goes, I fucking told you. It was my favorite thing that I think I've seen. I can't remember. That reminds me of when I was a kid. If I was part of the last generation, the last tail part of if you slipped on the ice, it was your fucking fault. It wasn't the guy's fault who had the storefront. It's like, yeah, ice is slippery, stupid. Yeah, maybe next time you'll fucking be a little more careful. And then somehow it became the shop owner's fault that you fucking were walking too recklessly on ice. Like it's his ice. It's not his ice. It's made by the Lord, right? That's like McDonald's having to make salads. They took fucking responsibility Rather than it's like, no, it's your fault you're fat. You ordered 50 fucking Big Macs, you cunt. You know? We're a business. If you order it, we're going to give it to you, you fucking dope. You know, what do you do? Have to go eat a whole fucking gallon of ice cream? What the fuck is wrong with you? And they somehow took the responsibility and they started making fucking salads. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. So anyways, yeah, and that guy, he just, well, you know, I fucking told you. Dude, it was like needle off the record. I couldn't fucking believe it. And they didn't say anything. It was like watching Donald Trump in that first debate when he was still funny before it was just like, holy fuck, this guy might run the country. Now who's getting who? He might speak for the country. He might pretend to be running the country. That's the real deal. That's why you can't be too afraid of Donald Trump, because at the end of the day, it's come on, people. We all know. You know. I'll tell you right now, if I was fucking ISIS, those fucking dopes trying to sneak into this country and blow people up and shit, all those fucking idiots got to do is just get together their money and you just fucking put some money on Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, right? That's all you got to do. And then you buy a little bit of advertising time on all the major networks and you'll never hear about them again. That's how those fuckers, you know, genetically alter food. You never fucking hear about it because they got their fucking money in everybody's pockets and everybody shuts the fuck up. So that's what ISIS should do. They should just do that. And then they could just walk into this country with a goddamn bazooka on their back and no one would say shit. Anyways. So yeah, that's what it was like the first debate with Donald Trump where he was just, they were like, you said this about women, you said that about women. He said, no, I said that about Rosie O'Donnell. And they're like, no, you said it about other women too. And he just goes, yeah, you know, you're probably right. You're probably right. That was it. It was over. She's like, oh my God, that thing bit me in the boob. And he goes, yeah, I fucking told you. No sympathy. No fucking sympathy. It was perfect. It's exactly what I think most people need. You know, look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have empathy. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have sympathy and that type of shit. All I'm saying is there is a time and a place for no sympathy, and that was it. It was done perfectly. You know? And I think she's going to be a better person because of it. She couldn't even argue. He's like, I fucking told you. And when you really think about it, it's like, when she comes back, that thing bit me in the boob. It's like I just fucking told you it was going to do that. Like, what do you think he's going to say? Oh, did it? Oh, I'm sorry. Did it do exactly what the fuck I said it was going to do? And then that was it. And then the next thing we did was we fucking went over, we checked over all these original like fucking Airstreams, and then we were drinking wine. And like that all happened. Like we got on the, it bit her in the boob. He said, well, I fucking told you. And then we were drinking wine outside. And I was just like, this is fucking awesome. That should be part of the tour. That was, I don't know, is that weird? Am I making a bigger deal about it? Than it was so fucking refreshing. Yeah, fuckhead, you know? That's on you.